Hi everyone, it's me, Lindsay with Equip Me OT, here today to talk about how to manage stairs if you do not have a mobility aid to use on them or you do not feel comfortable using like your crutches on the stairs. This is a great technique. I'm actually going to show two for individuals who maybe are fearful of their balance or maybe have a kind of difficult setup on their stairs. So first things first, the most popular technique is called the bottom scoot. So you're going to actually sit on the stairs and kind of bump up and down the stairs. This technique is great as long as you set up a few things ahead of time. The setup I like is having additional steps after the set flight of steps. So at the top of my steps here, I have a very important setup where I have a step stool that's about the same height as like a standard stair height. And then I actually used a shower chair, and I like that because I can adjust the feet to give me the right space differential. But you can use a regular chair, a dining room chair, really any stable surface that you can then sit to stand easily from. I'm going to show you how this technique looks in just a second. All right, now let me show you how this looks once you do it. So you're going to scoot up the steps, just as I said. And when you get to the top, you're going to locate your stool, which should be, you can leave a little bit of space at the top of the stairs, followed with the step. So again, we're just giving ourselves a little extra boost. Make sure that you put your hands on the step and it's nice and stable. You're up one. Some people can get up from here. I'm going to give myself another boost, so it's even easier for me to get up. And we're going to go from here, grab our crutches, and off we go. All right, now to go back down the stairs using this technique, make sure in all of this that you have a set of crutches or a mobility aid to meet you wherever you go. You can bring them with you, but it is easier if you just have a second set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit on our stool. Now we're gonna sit on our bench or on our footstool, and we're gonna keep going down. And by doing it this way, I've really removed the hard fall potential. So I've gone stepwise down, and now I can boost myself all the way down the steps. When you get to the bottom of the steps, you do not have to have anything fancy at the bottom other than your mobility aid, because you can stay a few steps up, use that extra height to make it easy to come to a full stand once you get to the bottom. All right, so let me show you a second technique that involves using a tub bench or a tub seat like this. You want one without a back to actually climb the stairs. This is great for those who are non-weight bearing or have really severe pain or maybe limitations in balance and need a safe way to get up and down a flight of stairs. This is great if you don't have any sort of handrails. It's very flexible, and again, all you need is a standard tub bench, but it's important to set it up the right way. So the way you set it up is usually all 4 feet are going to be the same length. But when I set this up, I'm going to set it up on a stagger. So what I'm going to do is take 2 of them, 2 sets on the same side, and I'm going to put them all the way to their tallest, which for this is the number 8. And then on the other side, I'm going to make them their shortest. And this is going to work for most. Gotta find the little peg. Like that, and like that. So now I have this really dramatic stagger, and the reason I have that is because I can set it on the step, and now I have a flat surface at a good height from my backside. So the key here is making sure that the legs are pressed all the way into the stair tread. So I don't want it out here like this because I don't want the feet anywhere near the edge of the step. So I'm going to set this on this, and if we were on the bottom of the steps from here, I would sit on it. So if I'm non-weight bearing, I can sit on this. It's very stable. I've had some questions about stability and safety with this technique, and I promise you this is very, very, very stable. Then, in order to ascend the stairs with this technique, you're simply going to come to a stand, bring this up behind you. This is great if you have a second set of hands, because as you can see, it's a little tricky to do one-handed, but you can do it. And then you're going to slide your backside back onto it. Then you're going to bring this, you're going to lift. This is carpet, which is a little sticky. There we go. And we're going to bring our backside onto it. And we're just going to keep going all the way up to the top of the stairs. We're going to lift. We're going to bring this up. And then we're going to scoot. When you get to the top, you're simply going to bring it up to the last one. There we go. I'm going to sit. I'm going to retrieve my mobility aid. I'm going to stand up. I utilize this handrail. You technically wouldn't have to. You can push up from the seat so it looks more like this. So if I don't have that handle, I can push up from the seat like this, get my balance, grab my crutches, and off I go. Now to go back down the stairs, I'm going to have my chair positioned here. I'm going to carefully sit. It is low, so just be warned that you need to kind of lower yourself down gently. Now with this one, again, you can brace yourself on a wall. You're going to lower the stool, and then you're going to follow. You're going to lower the stool, and then you're going to follow. Very stable as long as you keep it squared up on the step below you. Just like this. The nice thing about this too is you do not have to rush. Take your time. When you're sitting and you're feeling exhausted, that's when you're most likely to trip, fall, lose your balance. So with this technique and with the bottom scooting technique, you can stop, rest, and catch your breath. I strongly recommend that in this process. It's not a race. All right, so there you have it. A couple of techniques for how to get up and down the stairs without using your crutches. If you have any questions or comments on how to use these techniques for yourself or for somebody else, leave them down below in the comments. And if you need more information like this on how to stay safe and independent in your home and community, consider subscribing to Equip Me OT. Thank you.